You guys went 7-1 on this homestand. What are your biggest takeaways?
Took care of business. You know, defensively, we were really solid for all 8 games. We had different guys step up every night. We found pretty solid rotation for the most part. Even got some young guys in there. JK and Moog got some good minutes, and JK tonight was awesome. So, still trying to find opportunities for everybody. Still trying to find an identity of how we're going to win, and everybody being comfortable in their roles and all of that. But we're winning and learning, on the fly, with some really good momentum. So it was proud of the way, for 8 games, it's hard to stay locked in, with the routine and kind of monotony of every other day you're doing the same thing. So it was really impressive,
You guys are
homestand.
Sorry to interrupt there. You guys have been propelled by some really big third quarters as well. Why have those been the most explosive quarters?
I don't want to say it because I don't want it to change. I don't want to give it away. Endurance, the physicality of how we play defensively and offensively, it is hard to maintain that pace and all that for the entire game. It has something to do with it, but teams are starting to realize how we're playing, and they come out really locked in and focused in the first half. You stick with the game plan, and for the most part, keep making them take tough shots, and we have good possessions and keep our turnovers reasonable, then good things happen.
You weren't feeling that well, middle of the homestand, early in the homestand. I mean, your point totals were 19, 18, that range. You've gone 40, 25, 50 the last 3 games. Are you starting yourself to catch more of a rhythm?
For sure. It follows kind of the usual pattern of how I start seasons, and a lot of it too is just staying aggressive, locked in on how I'm trying to get off most nights, but working through our system and the offense, and not really worrying about the output. It's just about trying to find ways to win games and create momentum, and usually good things happen. That's how I usually focus on it. And yeah, feeling really good, strong, physical. The recovery from game to game feels solid. Getting used to the rotation that we're settled in for right now. Those type of things. Every game continues to move in the right direction.
Steve had you set.
They'll hit the road running, starting in Charlotte on Sunday for a 4-game road trip. But D. Wright, this team is legit. As we welcome everybody to Warriors Postgame Live, presented by Toyota, with the champ, former Warrior Darrell Wright and Bonte Hill. And look, everybody talked about the strength of schedule. They haven't played anybody. So they get a challenge from Atlanta. They blow them away. They get a challenge from the T-Wolves. They blow them away. And then they play the Eastern Conference best team, the Chicago Bulls, and blow them away with a strong second and third quarter.
Man, I thought the Warriors came out tonight and had a great showing on both ends. And we talked about in the pregame of taking 2 of the 3 of those stars out of the game. They did a great job of that. Zach LaVine, he got his numbers. He had a good game. But DeMar DeRozan and Zoe Ball, they made it tough on them. But these guys are like students of the game. The first half, they study. Second half, it's the test. And they aced the test all season long. We're coming out with great third quarters every single night.
Oh, look at Iguodala getting up. Kareth Burke is going to have to donate some big-time money tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But outscoring the Bulls 35-17 in the third quarter. The Warriors are now plus 106 in the third quarter. Let's go courtside to Chase Hitter. Fitzabuki has Draymond Green standing by.
Draymond, tell us first of all about playing tonight, because obviously for you to leave a game, it's pretty significant, and yet you had 9, 9, and 7 and looked fantastic.
Well, I just been laying on the couch for the last 2 days, icing with my leg elevated, trying to push the swelling out of there. And I kind of had a good feeling yesterday with the improvement that I made over the course of the first night that I'd be able to go today. So this is a big game. That's a team that's playing really well. And, as Coach Kerr said before, it's the getaway game. We've been at home on this home stretch. You're going on the road, you want to finish it right. And so for me, I wanted to get out here with my team, and I got a nice little pad over it that protected it, so I'm fine.
Perfect. You guys got some high flyers on this team. We were just joking around. You guys are getting a ton of dunks. So how much are you enjoying all the different plays you guys are running for Gary Payton II? Andre looks like he's found the fountain of youth, but all the lobs you guys are throwing, how enjoyable is that?
It's very enjoyable, especially for me, someone who likes to pass the ball. To have guys like GP, Andre, JK, Wiggs, who's going up top and getting those lobs. It's fun. It's like a passer's paradise for me, so I'm enjoying it, but we need to continue to improve. Our defense was great tonight in that second half. We continue to build up on that. We get out in transition, and then you start to see those highlight plays.
But don't sleep on your scoring. When guys turn their back or you see a seam, you're going to the bucket. You got the half-court dunk. You hit the three. Offensively, you're doing everything perfectly. Everybody knows you can pass, but I like when you're looking for your own offense every once in a while. It makes you even more dangerous.
Absolutely. I just try to take what's there. They were trying to pressure me all night, so I knew it was only a matter of time before a guy would go to press up and I'd just go by him. And, as far as getting in that pocket and scoring, there's times where I look for the shot, but if a guy step up, I'm always trying to make the right play. But I do think when I'm aggressive, that makes us a better team.
Early on in this season, it feels like you guys have a little more variety defensively with what you throw at teams. Boxes and ones, different types of zones. Obviously, you go man-to-man. So the versatility you guys have defensively has been on display. So how do you feel about the variety you guys have had defensively, especially with the zones?
I think it's been incredible. Our coaching staff is doing a great job of implementing different things, different looks for us to go to, and then guys are taking on the challenge. In the NBA, you don't have much practice time, so you're kind of learning these things on the fly. But reality is you just want to try to throw a team out of rhythm, and we're not playing zone the entire game. You're kind of mixing it up, but if a team gets going and you can throw something at them, kind of throw them off the rhythm, I think we've been doing a good job of that. And our coaching staff has been doing a great job of figuring out which defense it is that's working and mixing it up. Mike Brown has been a great defensive coordinator for sure.
Hey, Draymond, we'll let you go with this. I was watching you talk to Jonathan Kuminga in that fourth quarter as he got extended minutes, and his mindset on attacking the basket really seemed to change dramatically. Would you mind sharing what you told Kuminga tonight? Because you were kind of mentoring him through those minutes into the second half.
Every time he comes in the game, I'm just telling him to make an impact, whatever that means. If that's defensively, if that's getting to the rim, making good passes. I thought he was great when he had the ball in his hands. Just take what the defense is giving you, but make an impact. And when he's getting down to the rim, I told him on that block that Lonzo Ball got in the transition play, he can't get that. You got to finish that dunk, and he finished everyone after that, and it's great to see. If this team is going to continue to go to new levels, we need him to grow fast and bring something to this team that we don't necessarily have, which is a 6'8" guy who's probably one of the best athletes in the league already.
Well, I know you don't sleep much after games. Hug all those kids. Say goodbye. You're finally going on the road after 16 days, but you're doing it with a 7-game winning streak.
Absolutely. Thanks, Fitz.
All right, that is Draymond Green. Whether it's Draymond Express, the decision-maker Draymond, or Daddy Draymond, he wears a lot of hats for the Dubs. He was fantastic tonight. Warriors win it. They take the winning streak on the road. Bring on Charlotte on Sunday. But I don't